Justin, what's the freshest pair of kicks that you've ever purchased?
The bread ones.
Nice.
The bread ones. You can't argue that. They're above reproach, you know? They'll never go out of style. They're iconic. And like, so I'd have to say that's the freshest pair you could own because it's history. So yeah, bread ones. Good question.
Yeah.
And then some Vans maybe, you know, just slip on.
Back at it again with the white Vans.
Yeah, exactly. Back at it again. Back at it again with the questions.
Exactly. All right, so as a co-writer and director, I heard that you modeled the film kind of after 1948 Bicycle Thief. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So I was really inspired by a story that could be based around something so simple and as an object, so like a bicycle, but have such emotional weight behind it. And so it was kind of, you know, also wanted to do a coming of age and apply it to my experiences, you know, friends I grew up with and stuff like that. And so in writing Kicks, it kind of was the same philosophy of like, how can you make a pair of shoes, which is something I think people who don't get the culture from the outside treat in a very condescending way, where it's like, come on, you're wearing $3,000 high heels, making fun of kids you got in a fight over shoes, but it's a real thing, and it's a real, you know, complicated problem. And
yeah, what would you say is one of the most challenging things in terms of actually putting this production together?
Putting the production together?
Yeah, the film.
Oh my God. This was a very difficult film to put together. I mean, we were working with all underage cast and a lot of non-actors or first-time actors. So that coupled with stunts and visual effects was like, you know, it's like never shoot in a swimming pool or shoot animals or shoot, you know, babies. Like that kind of. It was like, oh man, we only, you know, Ja was 13 when we shot. So his hours were limited to like 7 hours. So we didn't shoot full 10-hour days, 12-hour days. So it was like, that was probably the most challenging part.
Okay, on the flip side, what was the best part of it? Obviously, you're here at Tribeca Film Festival premiere.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What was your favorite part?
Oh, the best part? Man, honestly, I think it was being able to make it back in the Bay Area. And, you know, there's some scenes that call for lots of extras. And we literally just hit, like, just running around the neighborhood, be like, yo, you want to be in a movie? And people were like, what? Like, sure. And, like, being there with all those kids, you know, and all of them be like, yo, this is dope. Like, what are you doing? And, like, was probably the most gratifying thing, is just that being able to do that, you know, from my hometown and see kids gathering, like, communities gather every day to, like, watch scenes get shot was cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, last question. What do you hope people in the audience takes away from the film?
Well, I hope that, you know, when it cuts to black, we were doing an interview. Shouts out. I think when it cuts to black, I hope that people take it in and there is a sense of hope, because this was really at the end of the day about stopping the cycle of violence and making that choice to stop it. Even it's a very complicated and maybe too subtle way I try to handle it, but that's the goal, is to get kids and people engaged that wouldn't necessarily, like, you know, I think kids I really want to see the movie don't want to be preached at. They don't want to see, you know, a PSA, but I feel like this might be a way to get a lot of audience involved and then have the discussion to solve the problem that's bigger.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again, premiering tonight. Looking forward to seeing the film.